So we have successfully produced 10 liters of thick liquid soap. And here we have, we want to eat this man. And here we have our thick liquid cleaning soap. This can do your dishes, it can do your dishes, it can do your mopping, it can do your basic cleaning at your workspace or at home. So, and I think we'll still have water here. Yes, Sabi? Hello! Today we're making liquid soap for our workspace, and for this production we'll be doing about 10 to 12 liters of liquid soap. This formula will give about 10 to 12 liters of liquid soap. Making affordable liquid soap but effective. Yes, we're using just four or five chemicals or ingredients or materials, as the case may be, or whatever you want to call it. Using just four of it, and of course our water making it fine, right? And the number one on the list is Texapon. This is Texapon. We have here 500 grams of Texapon, and we have SLS, 250 grams of SLS, and we have our cooking salt, our normal cooking salt. So we're using just 400 grams for this formula, for this production. I have there 1 kg, but we're just using 400 grams of it. And I have there my color, I have lemon color, and my fragrance, I have a lemon fragrance, and of course very clean water, and a bucket and spatula. So let's get into it. First thing, I'll empty the Texapon into my buckets. Thank you. So I'll empty the Texapon into the buckets and give it a little stir or mix. Just mix it a little. You can decide to omit this process, it's fine. So here it is. And then I empty about 2 liters of water into it and allow it to dissolve. Two to 3 liters of water into it. It is important you start with little quantity of water if you're making your liquid soap. It's 2 reasons, because number one, you cannot be sure of the quality of these chemicals, and so you don't want to overload it with plenty of water. You cannot be sure of the authenticity. Someone should correct me. Authenticity. You cannot be sure of the authenticity of the chemicals. So you want to start with little quantity of water. So at the end of the production, if it's thick or if it's whatever the consistency may be, you can easily adjust it at the end of the production. And number 2 is because you are also not sure of the quantity of these chemicals. At the market, it is measured 250, but sometimes when you remeasure these things, they are not even up to that grammage or kilo. You understand? So you cannot, because you are not sure of the quantity, you want to make your production. If you are doing maybe 20 liters of liquid soap, you want to use about 15 liters of water, so that at the end of it, if at all, it won't be too running at the end of the production. And then if it's thick enough, you can easily adjust the consistency. You understand? So it's very, very important for you to produce with little or not that exact amount of water while producing. I hope you understand that point. So at this point, I will just leave this to melt. It's going to take about an hour. Remember, we are making affordable liquid soap. There's another chemical that can melt this Texapon. You just add it, that's sulfuric acid. You just add it and it melts it in a second. But because we are making an affordable liquid soap, right? So we are doing away with that chemical and we are just going to allow it to sit for some time and melt. We'll show you the process as it melts and the final procedure. So, alright, so for this process, that is the dissolving of the Texapon, you can always do it overnight. Yeah, if you're not in a hurry, maybe before you leave or before you close for the day, you just put it in water and let it be overnight. You know that by morning you already have your Texapon solution, and then you just continue with the process. So that's what I usually do oftentimes. I just do this overnight. I soak it, so I dissolve it overnight, and then by morning the soap is almost ready. Okay, so here we are. This is about 30 minutes later. Our Texapon is almost dissolved completely. So in 10-20 minutes it will be fully dissolved. Okay, so here it is. So we'll keep checking on it. In about 10 minutes we'll come back to check on it. But in the meantime, while we wait for it to dissolve completely, I will dissolve my SLS in water. So I'll empty the SLS in, this is about 1 liter of water. This doesn't take long to dissolve. In just few minutes it has dissolved. So I'll just stir this and keep it aside. So wait for both the Texapon and the SLS to dissolve. Right about now, our Texapon solution is ready. This is about 30 minutes later again. So altogether, the Texapon dissolved for about 1 hour and some few minutes. All right, and here we have our SLS solution. Yeah, completely dissolved. The Texapon and SLS solution are completely dissolved. These two act as foaming agents. The Texapon and the SLS, they act as foaming agents. So what I'll do now is to combine the Texapon and SLS solution. I'll combine it together and just give it a little stir. Then I add some more water, some clean water, and I add some more water to make it about 7 liters. So up next I'll add my salt. I'll just gauge it. I've been doing this for a while now, so I can tell the quantity of salt I need. To be sure, you can just measure if you have your kitchen scale. Okay, so I'll just empty about 400 grams to the water. Now watch what happens. The salt acts as a cleansing agent and also as a thickener. So watch while I add salt and stir. It's starting to thicken. Wow. Wow. Ooh, it's quite thick. So can you see what just happened? The salt acted as a thickener. After adding your salt, this is what you have. Look at it, so thick. Now, after adding the right amount of salt, you can then loosen it up. You can loosen up the consistency. You can add some more water to make it, to give it the right consistency you want, okay? So I'll add some more water because this is really thick. It's really thick. So I think I'm okay with this consistency. Let me take out. So just add as you wish until you get the right consistency. It's fine. So I just um, dissolve my color in water also. Little water. At this stage, be careful of the water you add. You know, you've already loosened it up. You don't want it to be too watery again. So, so let's add some color to the water. So, so I add my color to it. You can add as you wish, whether you want a light colored liquid soap or a deep colored one. It's all as you wish or as you desire. So I add it and stir. Oh, this is quite thick. I think we still have water. Are we good with this color? Should we add more to it?
Yes.
Should we add more?
It's fine.
Right? It's fine. All right.
Should we add more of that?
Yes, let's add some more. Yes. Okay. So we have successfully produced 10 liters of thick liquid soap. And I think we will still have water here. Yes, Sabi. So, if you're okay with the consistency, you can add your fragrance here. But if not, you can keep adding water till you are okay with consistency. Now I'll add a fragrance, lemon fragrance to it. And stir well for it to combine. And here we have, we want to eat this. And here we have our thick liquid cleaning soap. This can do your dishes. It can do your dishes. It can do your mopping. It can do your basic cleaning at your workspace or at home. So we'll try it out. Thanks for watching. Bye.